Want to send a text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. Want to watch live? Dr. Ryan Berglund is going to join us for the first time in a long time in about an hour for the new installment of Is It Red? He's a urologist over at the Cleveland Clinic and for many years has come in, not for a while because of COVID and all that, but he'll be back today. So if you can't listen live to that segment, guys, you got some weird stuff going on down there. He will be here to help. So you can, plenty of people have emailed me their questions, and I'll try to get to those. Otherwise, we'll take your calls and your texts in the 5 o'clock hour. But very excited to see him. We haven't really ironed out the whole how do guests get in here part yet. Because if you park in the garage, which I've instructed him to, or suggested he do, because we can validate parking. You still need a key card to get in the building.
Did you already get the validation?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I may have to go get him. And then on the Euclid side, you can't get in because it's a residential building.
Mm-hmm.
So you need our key card to get in the first set of doors. And then in the iHeart lobby, we have like an airlock, this brightly red painted airlock where, it's all glass. It looks cool. But I guess big picture is like, they're like, oh, well, we'll be able to give guests a code so they can punch the code in and get in here. I go, yeah, that gets them into the suite. How do they get in the building? That's the part that apparently nobody thought through. Because so far, it's not a guest-heavy thing. We've probably had more guests in here than anybody else, and that hasn't been that many.
Yeah, most of the time, like if I'm having somebody on my podcast, they've just walked by the window, and I've seen
said, let me in.
And I go, let them in, yeah.
Right. Next week on the show, I'm going to have Bloodview Haunted House passes for you, if that's the way you like to get prepped for Halloween. Bloodview Haunted House, been doing it for a long time out in Broadview Heights. If you like AWOL Nation, they're doing a show in October at the Agora. I'll have those tickets for you. And then if you want to go see Five Finger Death Punch and Megadeth in a couple of weeks out at Blossom. So those 3 events, 2 shows, Bloodview Haunted House, all next week on the show. And of course, I'm happy to I sent out another batch this morning. I'm happy to send out Alan Cox Show stickers to anyone who sends me an email. It's just alan@alancockshow.com. I got a long letter from Dan in Mentor. So I listened to the show while building bikes in my garage. All my toolboxes have all of your old stickers on them and my work benches. So you get your publicity out here. Thank you. Plus, I'm keeping one of your stickers, so when I die, they can be stuck all over my casket.
There we go.
See, now we're talking. I'd like to hear more of this forward thinking from some of you other customers. Don't just leave it all to Dan and Mentor to go the whole kiss coffin route. The first person to cover their casket in Alan Cox Show sticker, or just one. Let's start small. 1. On the inside, of course. But Dan says, thank you. You kept me sane when I was in prison at Grafton and Mansfield. We haven't gotten prison mail in a long time.
Right.
And I'm always very conspiratorial about that, too, when I think about it. I'm like, somebody in the flight path there of mail put a stop to prison mail.
I think it stopped being physical mail. I think they're just doing emails and
Are
stuff
they
now.
really?
I think so.
Because we got it. I would have thought that they would have been doing email a long time ago, and we were getting handwritten mail. I would think you'd still have the option of handwritten mail. Maybe they just don't want to go through them anymore.
Yeah.
Physically, they'll probably have filters.
I got mail from someone who sent me like a birthday card and like I had a bunch of gift cards in it, but I don't have a mailbox here. So how do they send it here?
I don't know.
Do we have a mailbox here?
I mean, we have to because we have to get mail here, but I don't.
Usually, if someone grabs it and then we'll get it to you.
Yeah,
if they see it. I don't know.
I think they wrap it up and maybe throw it in the lobby or something. I don't know. When I came in this seriously, when I came in this morning, I grabbed the newspaper in a rubber band and put it out on the table there, but it was just inside the suite doors. So we don't have a mail room like we did at Oak Tree, but clearly we have to get mail here. I mean, all kinds of transactions are going on via mail. I don't know. So thank you, Dan, out in Mentor, for that whole thing.
Thank you to Yarrow, who is one of our customers, wrote me a very nice email They're
Yarrow.
yeah, they're transgender, and they were just very they were just thankful for the the voice that I have for transgender people, and that I stick up for them and stuff like that. So
Wow.
I was very appreciative of that email. Maybe even got a little bit in my feelings about it, but I do appreciate. It was nice.
Sure. Yeah.
It's nice to know that there are people that are, because there's a lot of people that come down on me for that stuff.
Well, that's
and
you.
it's,
But you have more of a unique connection to that than any of us do
right.
with your son.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense.
And between people that listen to this show and I posted the story, like a joke version of it, on social media, and there's a lot of people that are very, very supportive of it, and then there's a lot of people that are just the biggest jerks. Like, no, people just really have zero empathy and zero compassion. They just want to be cruel, and that is something that I do not understand, is just wanting to be cruel for cruelness sake. It is, and these are people that are doing it a lot of times in the name of Jesus or a religion or whatever it is. It's just weird that people want to be so hurtful towards people.
Well, I
that
think
they
that
don't
it's-
even know.
Well, because you hear the word woke thrown around all the time, and woke has a very specific meaning. And of course, white people grabbed it and turned it into something else. But to a lot of people, woke just means decent. And that's not good enough for some other people.
Right.
Especially people like your MAGA nuts and right-wing types. They'll tell you, they're happy to tell you, there's nothing in the Bible that says that empathy is a good characteristic. I've heard people say that. And I go, are you reading the same one that I read? Because
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
there's a lot of
the whole Beatitudes is exactly that.
Yeah, but people who are on that side, they love the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about the New Testament to help people and take care of immigrants.
Which is like the
They-
new law. That's what
of
you should be
course.
going by, is what Jesus was
But they
teaching.
love
yeah.
that Old Testament boy.
Um,
So they see empathy as a deficiency. It's not just lacking, it's an actual problem as far as they're concerned. So if you have empathy or tolerance, that's all radical left, woke, liberal crap.
It's very strange. And but I appreciate the people that reach out and that are very complimentary about that. Those are the people I try to focus on more and try, and again, it's just like Alan said, being decent. That's all I'm trying to do, is just be a decent person and understand where people are coming from and saying, oh, maybe their experience is different from mine, so I should have an open mind about these things when it comes to things like that, not psychics.
Well, again, I think everything except illusionists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, it's a lot easier to just go, nope. It's a lot easier to do that. But I would think it'd be less fun. I know there's a lot of people that have a distinct lack of humor, but I don't know.
What up, Alan? Hey, in my household, my mom, she didn't stop me from watching a lot of shows. Matter of fact, it was only one show that she couldn't stand for me to watch, and that was Benny Hill. And I used to have to turn the volume down because the music would always bust me. That whole every time. Later.
By the way, for people who are asking, because I had been talking about it, Josh Wolf, who we enjoy very much and is a very funny dude, he just wasn't getting in time today, right? I think he's flying in as we speak, but he's doing the Weekend at Hilarities, and he's a very cool guy. He's easy on the eyes, I think,
Yes.
and he's a funny dude. So
Very
I love
funny dude.
having him in. It's just that his travel didn't work out.
Didn't
So,
time up.
Did not time up.
So if you're not going to see me and Mary tomorrow in Willoughby at Garage Bar, tickets available at BillSquire.com. Go see Josh
there you go.
at Hilarities.
Yeah. Alan, maybe nobody in prison knows the new address. I mean, our mail was
Forwarded, yeah.
our mail was getting forwarded 2 months before we left Oak Tree. It was getting forwarded for a while because they dismantled the mailroom.
But
and
it's
we
been like a year since we've gotten at least a year, I feel like.
we have not gotten prison mail in a
In a
long
while.
time.
Maybe they just they don't want to listen to us anymore.
Maybe Stephen can suggest that maybe the prisons threw out all the pens and pencils so they didn't have to sanitize them all. Yes, I'm sure they were being very diligent in sanitizing their writing implements in prison. No, I don't know. I mean, listen, let's say you're in prison and they threw out all the pens and pencils. You're nothing if not innovative inside there. Write me something in blood. That's okay. Get yourself a pin and poke yourself. Write me something in blood. Alan, it doesn't sound sanitary. Okay, fine. What do you want from me?
Yeah, but it sounds awesome. Sometimes you got to forsake the sanitary for the badass, and writing things in blood is pretty badass.
I guess so.
Sounds like disease-filled. I don't want to write something in blood.
Disease-filled.
I don't want to write something in blood.
All right, so I'll open it up with grilling tongs. Does Bill block or unfollow people who are always negative?
Yeah, constantly.
I don't.
Because I don't.
He's trying to tell you to do better.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you to do better. And I like when people. I don't do the whole like back and forth and clap back at people that are negative, because why are you following me? Go find something good. So I either mute them or I block them or just, don't even mess around with them, because because they don't want to have a discussion. They want to just be a-holes. And so I don't mess with that. I don't got the time for it.
Right, and what that implies, or has always implied to me, is in lieu of having an actual discussion, they're doing that because that somehow makes them feel better, which is a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
For them to just randomly vent and go, yep, okay, I got that taken care of.
And it's like people use that as a tactic on social media, because they're like, oh, if I'm negative, I get more attention. More people are likely to respond to me. But I don't buy into that. I don't like feeding that, feeding the trolls, as they say.
There's no win.
No, it's
like you end up feeling worse.
Mm-hmm.
They probably feel better because they got some.
Well, because they're like, "Hi, I got you," or whatever. But it's
right,
not. Yeah.
Right.
It's just annoying.
Alan, I'll write you in my poop.
That doesn't sound as badass as blood, but you got to do what you got to do.
See, that's
well, yeah, but what if you get your chocolate in my peanut butter? I mean, that's no good either. That doesn't mean there's going to be a lack of blood.
Especially if people have a peanut allergy.
Mm. Yeah, you don't want that. Hey, Killjoy.
Mega dildos, Mr. Cox.
Long time. Killjoy is number 29 on the blacklist.
Hell
He's
yeah.
OG. Where you been?
Mega dildos.
Mega dildos, Killjoy.
Hey.
Where have you been?
I've been doing life, man. Been
Yup.
doing life.
All right.
I haven't seen you since it had to be like 5 years now. Jumbo and Slim.
Yeah,
man.
it's a long time. Jumbo and Slims. What a good time, boy.
Yeah, man. I want to be a part of the Polar Blast, man. Make sure I get in that, man, somehow.
We are starting to make sure you keep in touch with me along the way, because we're starting to figure that out. I think the only thing we've confirmed is that we're going to do it.
Roger that.
But
I
I
want to be
don't-
on somebody's team.
Yeah.
I'm not a heavy guy, but I do my fair share of tubing out there every year.
All right.
All right. Well, make sure
He's
you
got
stay.
the technique, is what he's trying to say.
That's what he's trying to say.
Exactly.
Wink, wink,
Exactly.
nod, nod. That's right. Make sure you're in touch with me, and we'll figure it out.
I also wanted to congratulate you on the longevity, bro. You've been on the air for a long time, man. I'm about my day one listener.
Ooh, the thunk. Yeah,
Right,
this
I know.
this
Remember
Christmas.
that other guy, Maxwell? Remember that guy?
Well, yeah, somebody referred to we were talking about tattoos earlier in the show, and somebody texted me that they won a tattoo from WMMS, but it sounds like his show was giving away a tattoo as long as it was his show logo.
Mm-hmm.
We had somebody years ago who got an Alan Cox Show logo tattoo.
Yeah.
In like this grimy jail tat or something. It's a DIY thing. Thank you, Killjoy. I know you were
Roger that,
you were
man.
week one, so I appreciate that.
Punching out, guys.
All right, thank
Have
you,
a good
pal.
year.
You too. There's Killjoy, who's number 29 on the Alan Cox Show blacklist, which no longer, by the way, holds a position in the studio.
I was gonna say.
I took those down. They're in my garage. The blacklist cardboard pieces that have all 507 members on them. Some of them have passed away. Paul Mooney's passed away,
That's what I
and
was gonna
Patrice
ask.
O'Neal has passed away.
How many active
Rick.
blacks do we have?
Rick has passed away. That's right.
Imagine driving a G-Wagon, but you still got to stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
What? Who is that, Patrice?
No, I'm just this dude across the street. Oh, I thought he was.
Oh, I see.
There's just a G-Wagon waiting out front of the Holiday Inn Express, and I thought he was getting out and checking in, but I think he's just waiting for somebody.
Oh, I see.
But
Rick. That's not what I want.
You say either, I say
yo.
you say neither, and I say
You know.
either, and either.
Tell me about
Let's call the whole thing off. Yes, you like potato, and I like.
wow.
You like tomato, and I like
What's wrong with you, Cavalier?
potato,
Can get right.
tomato.
Why?
Let's call the whole thing off.
Oh, Rick.
Aw.
There
Man.
you go.
I miss Rick.
Same. Anytime I rotate in a sum of segment that has Rick in it, always makes me happy. I promised you that Chet Hanks clip, didn't I?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Chet Hanks clip?
No, because you told me about it. I was like, I wanted to hear it live on the air.
So our
wanna
boy
react
Chet
to it.
Hanks he's having some, I don't know what's going on with him. He's very
having some Chet Hanks type situation.
Yeah, and it seems kind of self-inflicted, but clearly he's also trying to find his way in the world in a family that has other very accomplished, famous people, and I'm sure he feels like the black sheep of the family. And Chet Hanks is allegedly in sobriety, and so he's running. So this is Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's son. He's got he has other siblings. I don't know if they're famous, but a lot of people know Colin Hanks because he looks just like Tom Hanks. But he is Tom Hanks' son by his first wife. So he and Chet are half siblings. Chet Hanks was invited to speak at Recovery Day Winnipeg in Canada. And, he had his Hot Boy Summer, and people see him every so often speaking in that Jamaican patois, booyah shaka, that kind of stuff. And people are like, this guy's really trying to find himself. He'll act from time to time. He had a part in a show we really liked called Your Honor with Bryan Cranston. And he played a kid that was in this drug running gang. And I thought he was real good. They didn't give him too much to do, but when he was on screen, I was like, this guy can do this. But he can't seem to stay out of his own way. He followed someone on stage, an alumnus of Canada's Drag Race, and he refers to that person as a kook. But he's supposedly running a program called Hanks Fit Self-Mastery. And, of course, he credits all of it to sobriety. But he's up there on stage, and who knows what the hell's going on. There's just people milling around in front, I'm sure, to see what's going to happen, and he really gave it to him.
And you guys got a problem with the word God? Raise your hand if you got a problem with the word God. Get the over yourself. And I mean that with love, brother. You want to drink fucking knockoff RC Cola or real motherfucking Coke? Every step.
By the way, how dare you besmirch RC Cola? It's good enough for First Energy Stadium. It's good enough for AC. Love RC. This guy.
I don't care.
This is a
man.
family event, by the way. A guy yells at him because there's kids walking around.
RC Cola or real motherfucking Coke? Every step that led me to here on this stage, talking to you guys, is through the grace of God. Yeah, okay. Take your kids. Watch your mouth. Come on up here, buddy. I don't think you can. Yeah.
People are like, what is happening right now? He's just pacing back and forth on stage.
Yeah. See,
It sounds like he's doing like a
I'm
scared
used to
straight
this
speech.
you guys.
Yeah.
Pardon my language for the children, but I speak from the heart and I speak bluntly. If you don't want your children to be exposed to profanity, then just take them somewhere else right now, respectfully. Well, I didn't share that with anybody. I tried to blend in and not have anybody. I never advertised that shit. I don't want anybody to know because I just wanted to be treated like everybody else. But I'm telling you now, and if you guys are looking at me right now and you're thinking, oh man, you probably think he's so much f***ing better than me. F*** this guy. Like that kook that was up here a few seconds ago. I don't care today. I don't care. If you think that about me today, I don't care.
Yeah, and it goes on from there. I don't think anybody really can put a finger on what's happening there, but Chet Hanks up there in Winnipeg as part of Recovery Day Winnipeg.
He's hot though, man. Ugh, I just hate myself for being attracted to just such
Again, he's not a bad-looking guy. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks were his parents.
I know.
He's not gonna end up looking like a slee stack.
I hate people like him.
But come on, man. How dare you talk down to Royal Crown Cola? It's the soda of kings, hence the name. Anyway, so he's, guys, something's going on with him. But what are you going to do? Hope he's okay. I'm going to take a break here. If you want to text for anything, 35192. You can listen anywhere you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.